Oh, why is my thing not in the frame? Hello. Hi, everybody. We're live. This is what we worked on last week. I'm Amanda Call, by the way, if you didn't know. Yeah, so I did just a little bit more work after the stream ended last week, and I finished the leaves. I think I just had a couple of little leaf bits left that hadn't gotten done because we had done pretty much everything else last time. So we have everything fully penciled. I am going to be doing this one as another black and white piece. So what we're going to do at this point is I'm going to get my, oh, why are you so gross? My kind of gross kneaded eraser. I'm going to try to find a less gross surface of it. And we're going to just kind of, once I find not a terribly scummy part. Hello, someone saying. Thank you for joining me. And then we're just going to very lightly, just going to lighten some of these up a little bit. Just so there's not quite as much graphite just hanging out here as we start to do the inks. Not enough to like remove any of the detail that we've drawn, just enough to kind of clean some of it up. Clean up some of the smudgies around the edges. Okay, we'll do that again when we're all done. So, hey, it's an Alan bar. How's it going, Alan? All right, so I'm going to be doing this one primarily in brush. We'll see how that goes. Do I want the truth or a lie? Oh, that's a good question. I feel you though. I totally feel you. Um, yeah. So ink, brush. I'm gonna get my brush wet and then open up my ink. Yeah, I'm definitely also existing in that. How are you doing? Oh, I'm fine. Are you really though? No, but we don't need to get into it right now. That's kind of how this week is. A, a a toupee of caviar. It's not a toupee of caviar. It's a bundle of grapes and a bunch of grape leaves. Fine. You can stand by your statement. You're allowed to do that. All right. Where do I want to start? We're going to start up here. So, always good. Just good. Okay. I would like more than half a brush strokes worth of ink to stay on my brush at a time, please. That would help. Hey, Spud. So, how has everyone's week been? How did your weekend go? My weekend was pretty good. I got to go to a concert of an artist that I thought I would never get to see live because they don't tour the United States very often. But they actually not only came to the US, but came to Boston. So that was within a reasonable trip for me to go and see them. And then afterwards, like the next day, we stayed overnight down in Boston. And then I got to go and visit my friend, a fellow comic creator, Jack Holder. I got to go and visit him because he lives not far from Boston, and finally meet his adorable babies. So that was exciting. I always love to meet new babies. Did finally manage to finish the He-Man picture you were working on. Awesome. Oh, so I do have to tell you guys kind of an odd story from today. So I go to the post office and I check my P.O. box. I have a P.O. box because like I like to be able to, send stuff to people and receive stuff from people without for business purposes without them necessarily knowing how to get to my house because we don't need that. That's not necessary. So I go and check my PO box, right? And most of the time it's mostly full of junk mail. But I have had somebody buying some stuff from my wish list recently because I have like a little gift hero wish list, um so that if people want to like buy me some art supplies, like, oh, you want to get me a brush or some ink or something? Sure, this is the type of stuff I use. That's super great. If that's a way that you feel that you want to support me, I appreciate it. Definitely nobody has to feel compelled, but anybody who likes to do it that way, I like to have that option available. And a couple of things had shown up from my wish list in the last week or so. But then this time I open my PO box and there's this package like shoved in it, like a soft package, like a padded mailer type package shoved in the PO box. And I'm like, that's strange. What is this? And I pull it out and it's from Amazon. Okay. It has my name and my PO box address on it. So, okay, pretty sure it's supposed to go to me. But what it is like a vacuum sealed little plastic just pouch, like, with all the air sucked out of it, like, when you go to, like, put clothing in long-term storage, and so you can see what's inside of it, and what is inside of it is 3 pairs of fingerless knit gloves in, like, pale pink, hot pink, and red. That is not something that was on any of my wish lists, and I'm just very confused because I certainly didn't order it. I didn't request this. I can't think of, like, did I say something offhand in a stream that made someone be like, "Hey, that's a thing I think Amanda needs?" I don't know. Hey, Hungry. Like, best I can figure is that like, is it entirely possible I said something offhanded in a stream that someone was like, "Oh, Amanda could totally use this." Totally possible. That's a thing that could happen because I ramble and don't always know what exactly I said. But I can't fathom what that would be. And since it's from like Amazon, it didn't have a note or anything with it. Um like it didn't have, a gift receipt note type thing included with it. So I have no idea who sent this or why. Near as I can figure, if it wasn't something I said that inspired this to be sent to me, is that it must be like an Amazon picking error type thing. But I don't know what they intended to send to me because I didn't order it. So I don't know what it's about. It's very, very odd. It was an odd little mystery. I was like, what is happening? I'm just so confused. So yeah, don't know. Don't know what that's about. Maybe I mentioned I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Wish I could draw with mittens. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I did. If anyone would like to let me know why they sent that, that would be great. Or if it was a picking error, that could have also been of like, you get people in an Amazon warehouse trying to fulfill like 800 orders an hour or some absolutely insane nonsense, and they just like look at the number too quickly and like grab the wrong thing. I don't know. Either way, it was very strange. And now I have these 3 pairs of gloves that I don't know as I necessarily have that much use for them. I'm sure I'll find something to do with them. It's a scam of some sorts. People sending junk to people with some odd scam purpose. Yeah, I guess. Joke's on you. I'm not gonna contact you about this at all. I got a fun scam email at work today that was like, "Dear Social Security number user," because that's what you call people with a Social Security number, is Social Security number user. And then it was this like long thing about how my Social Security number has been found in conjunction with illegal activity in the state of Texas. And I absolutely, and it's been frozen, and I need to totally contact this thing or whatever. I don't know. It was very weird. It's a fake review scam. Oh, not I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with how that works. Am I gonna learn something new here tonight? Someone orders a thing to a random PO box, doesn't matter because the order on their account, regardless of address, makes it a verified. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. I had not heard about that. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for the fingerless gloves, I guess. I don't know. What do I do about that? Like, right, for sure, yeah. But yeah, what do I like? What what do I do other than just enjoy my new free gloves? Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's fine. Sure, why not? Oh man, so weird. I can get really random stuff. Oh, okay. I'll have to look out for more weird random PO box treasures. Small bug, get off my drawing, please. Go away. We are now entering that time of year where the extremely tiny, weird little gnat things are out. They're not the no-see-ums. They don't like bite. They just fly around and they get all over everything. And you wake up in the morning and a bunch of them have gotten sucked in your windows through the fans and they're just like dead on your floor. And you're just like, what is this dust? Oh, it's a bunch of dead bugs. I don't know what they are. They're just kind of annoying. and they like to land on my they do like the lights, and they like to land on my drawing while I'm trying to work. My brush is feeling like I put a little too much ink on it. We're going to clean some of that off before I try to do any of these little tiny details. Yeah, something about the various online scams, like review and product scams lately. There's been an uptick in the random messages from accounts that I've never heard of before on Instagram saying that they think I would make a great brand ambassador for their jewelry or like cosmetics or whatever. And I'm like, my Instagram account has less than 1,000 followers and I post mostly art. I don't I don't think that I would actually make a good candidate to be a brand ambassador for you. I feel like this is a scam and I'm going to ignore you now. And someone Sane says, I was eaten alive by something the other day. Tiny bugs, barely the size of a pinhead. Outside playing cornhole with father and uncle while he was in town. For some reason, they completely ignored them. I think it's because I don't smoke. No, that's a huge part of it. People who smoke have like their own personal bug repellent cloud at all times, which is very unfair. see if we can keep this nice and even and fine and not get rushed and sloppy. Little guidelines. Ah, there we go. Ah. Wow. All right. Missed something last week. Is this for a fundraiser or something? No, I'm doing this just as a little project for myself. So, uh, the story as to what inspired this was basically that I have my season skulls that I have sold for many years at this point. They've been a good little standby in my print rotation. Uh, and people still stop and go like, "Ooh, pretty skulls," all the time at shows, but they don't sell as much lately. Um, which is not like the primary reason I create anything, but it just got me to thinking of like, those have been in my rotation for a long time. And it's still like a cool subject matter that I enjoy doing. So like if I were to do more skull floral type things, because like not too long ago, a couple years ago now, I did the animal skulls series, and that was a lot of fun too. And so I was like, well, if I was to do another series of human skulls, like how would I do it? What would like the theme or whatever be? Because I like to have it centered around some kind of theme. It just makes it like having parameters to the design makes it a little bit easier to make decisions and come up with something unique rather than just kind of throwing whatever at the wall. And so then I had an idea of what to do for a theme. And so I planned 4 new skull illustrations. And this is the first one that I'm doing right now. So it's basically just for the heck of it. And because I've had lots of like, this is something you have to do work lately. And so it's kind of fun to just do something that it's like, I don't have to do this. I'm doing this because I want to. There. It's a leaf. All right, we've got 2 entire leaves. We've gotten 2 leaves. We're making progress. The leaves are, like, requiring so much more concentration than I necessarily expected. They're complicated. All right, now let's see. I'm gonna have to try to make circles. Let's see if I can not desperately screw this up. Unbelievably difficult to draw. It's true. It's very true. So now the challenge with all of these grapes too is trying to keep them all looking three-dimensional, and like they're actually sitting on top of each other. It's a really easy mistake to not have a shadow follow the form of what it is being cast on, and thereby flattening out that form, which we don't want to do. Goodness. Okay, this is going to take me a minute. This is the point at which I go, wait, what have I gotten myself into? Why did I decide to do this? Couldn't have chosen a cantaloupe, had to be dozens upon dozens of grapes. Yeah, right? That'll teach me. Okay. Yeah, this is like a stamina test here. All these stupid little grapes. Amanda, why did you choose to do this? I thought the leaves were going to be difficult. I mean, the leaves are challenging, but these grapes are like just making it hard for me to focus on getting this done because they're so repetitive. All right, we'll take a little break and do a leaf, and then we'll go back and do more grapes. We'll do it that way. How's that sound? I'll jump around a little bit, try to keep myself amused. All right, so what about this weekend? What are people up to for Labor Day weekend? Well, Labor Day weekend here in the States. Just pretend they're rocks. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Just pretend they're very round, smooth rocks. All right, seriously, why are we doing this dry brushing shenanigans? Stop it. Cooperate, darn you. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, you get a day off. You get Monday off. It's pretty nice. I don't normally have work on Monday anyway, so I don't get Monday off, but I have a fun weekend planned. Because my bestest friend is getting married. And so we've got the actual wedding and then also wedding shenanigans, like related wedding shenanigans going on pretty much all weekend. I'm also the officiant for the wedding. This will be the first wedding ceremony that I've ever done, other than, my own that I was in. The first time being an officiant. Hopefully, I don't screw it up. I appreciate your vote of confidence, but I'm still anxious. I don't want to screw it up. I would feel very bad. All right, we have one more leaf. I guess I have to do more grapes now. Oof, okay. The grapes of wrath. No. No, this will be part of another. It's a David Aguilar. Aguilar. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Good evening. Whoa, love your drawing. Thank you so much. You may change your tune with what you've done with the other two when you get to the other 32 grapes. Yeah. Grapes of tedium and frustration, perhaps. There, Hexeter. This is going to be part of a series of a new series of 4 skulls. They have a different theme because I have my season skulls, which have been in the rotation for a long time, and so I wanted to do something new with a set of skulls. And my animal skulls all have like a cohesive theme as well, and so that's kind of what I like to do when I do these is I pick like some kind of theme to work off of. And so I don't know, what do you think the theme might be? It is not literary references. Smoothies, like a smoothie. That sounds delicious. I wonder if I have the capacity to make a smoothie happen. I'm not sure what I have for frozen fruit. I think I have some frozen blueberries. I might have some frozen strawberries. I suppose if you're going to be a bad influence and make me want to consume something, a smoothie is not the worst thing that you could convince me to want at like 8:45. Mango and banana. Oh, that sounds delicious. I love mango. I do not have any mango. I should also remind myself I don't actually even own a blender. I do own a food processor. I'm not sure how well that would work. It's kind of why I don't own a blender because I do own a food processor. And it's just kind of like, do I really need a blender if I've got a food processor? But I can't say as I typically make smoothies. So bulk smoothies. just a giant, just a giant smoothie. Food processor for when you need to make a gallon of smoothie. Everyone get a straw. Family snack. Ironic. Just had a mango. Ooh, that sounds delicious. A ninja of seasonal skulls. These could be boozy skulls. You actually, I love how you guessed it right away, Jason. Yes, they're boozy skulls. You'll have to see what I chose for the other ones, though, as I work on them. Jason wins the prize. Whew, okay. Getting there. Getting there. What time is it? It is 8:48. Okay. We're getting close to the end of time here. The end of time. Well, almost at the end of our time for this stream. We're getting there. These grapes require like maximum concentration. Goodness. When it finishes the drawing, game over. That's right. We're just going to be done. You're done. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get a couple more leaves done in this last 10-ish minutes of the stream here. And while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and do the YouTube thing. I will remind you, I'm Amanda Call. This is my channel where I do these art streams just about every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Very frequently, you will find me working on my comics. Right now, I'm working on just a little random illustration for the heck of it. But if you would like to check out my comics, I have my webcomic, Age of Night, that I update just about every week at ageofnight.com. That's AGE ofnight.com. And you can read the whole thing online for free. But if you would like to support me creating art, I do also have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/Age of Night, spelled the same way as the comic. Patrons always get their comics a week early. So whatever is updating this week, they already saw it last week, and they will get to see next week's comic this week. It's pretty cool. And you get other little perks and everything for signing up, but also I just really appreciate it. It's very helpful to me. If you're more into doing one-off support, I do also have a Ko Ko-fi, coffee, whatever you want to call it, ko-fi.com/Amanda Call Art. Because yes, just about everywhere on the internet you can find me as either Age of Night or Amanda Call Art. No time no time machine required. Exactly. Oh, yay, there's leaves in the back. Yes, and I do not have anything going on for shows for the next couple of weeks. My next appearance at a convention is going to be at Granite Con in Manchester, New Hampshire. That is September 20th to 22nd. Is that the right dates? Hold on. Hold, please. 20th to 22nd. Oh my God, I actually got that right. I wasn't even looking. I had to look at my calendar after I said it because I couldn't remember. So yeah, that's the next time I'm going to be at a show. So if you would like to see me in person and get stuff, that's a good place to do it. I'm going to finish this leaf and then that's probably going to do it for this evening. Oh, I'm going to do the little leaf next to it too. It's just one more itty bitty little leaf. All right. Yay. Okay. So I only have a little bit of inking left to do around the back of the skull here. I got to finish these grapes. I got to do a couple more leaves in the very back of the skull, but we are pretty close to done on this guy. We've made some great progress this evening, and I've had a lot of fun working on him. And as always, thank you everybody for hanging out with me, keeping me company while I do this. I will see you all next time. Bye.